Welcome back to Keeping It Real, and this is Mr. Riggs. Today's topic is going to be a very sticky one, but I'm up for it. The topic is life on the DL, and the reason why I am, doing this episode about life on the DL, I have two fans who I keep in contact with, or shall I say, two viewers? I'm sorry, I keep in contact with, and they give me their views on how it's hard for them being on the DL and then having friends and, and family members who are on the DL and or out, um, how their life has changed, being on the DL. So also, I wanted to talk about Willie Lynch, and a lot of people don't know about Willie Lynch. I will give you guys an insight about that at the end of the episode, and you'll see how the two tie in together with being on the DL or slash being gay and hatred, you know, towards people who are on the DL and who are gay. But the the male viewer who keeps in contact with me um, stated that it was very hard for him to come out to his family because of a his race and b location where he's from. He's from the Caribbean, and we all know that in the Caribbean it's a no-no to be gay, or to be on the DL or to be anything. It's not even accepted that much for two women, to jokingly kiss each other or how have you, how we do it here in the United States. Um, he was stating that he wants to love someone of the same sex, but it's very hard. He tries to date someone in his area where he's from, but like once again, that's taboo. It's not common for someone just to be out in the Caribbean and say, "Hey, I used to be DL, but now I'm gay or bisexual." So he usually tries to date people afar. So and he was telling me how he didn't understand that he just wanted to be himself and he couldn't. In different places it's accepted, but in the Caribbean it's really not accepted. And I told him, I said, well, jokingly, I said, you just need to get up and move, so you can be yourself. I know you don't want to be confined to just a small island, and you want to love and have love, but you can't just because of your upbringing or where you were raised, or where you live. I'm sorry, but it's very hard for him to have a lover. So on the other hand, there's a female here in the United States that she emails me back and forth, and she was stating how it was more easier for her to be accepted, by her friends than it was her family members. So she hasn't told her family members yet that, you know, she's dating a woman because she had been married before and she wanted to have children, but she didn't want to have it, being married to a man. That's what she thought she wanted. So the young lady was like, it's more accepted for women to be gay than it is for men. She said, I don't think I'll have a problem with, finding love or anything like that. It's just that I don't want the rejection from my family. And I said, well, here in the States, society makes it a lot easier for women to be, you know, bisexual or gay than they do men. So I told her, A, you have a, you know, you have a more positive outlook than a man would, trying to come out. And I said, where you're located is very, very easy for you just to blend in, and it's nothing. I said here in the South, where I'm located, it's sort of like it is in the Caribbean. Um, it's a no-no, you know, no at all. There's like few areas where it's acceptable, and she's up north in New York, and she was stating that it's an everyday thing. You know, you see women walking down the street holding hands, and I mentioned to her I had been there a few times, and I noticed they have even sections of the city, you know, for people, you know, same loving gender, gay, bisexual, or what have you. And I told her, I said, you just don't understand. People from down south and the Midwest have a hard time, you know, getting or being able to come out, A, and then B, being people of color, to come out and have a lover and just walk down the street, hold hands. You only can do that in large demographics like New York, Miami, you know, DC during certain times of the year. And I just told her, I said, well, you know, if you need my help, you know how to reach me. But it's just we didn't understand. We talked about it, her, myself, and the male. We got on a three-way conference, and we just didn't understand. It's okay for women, a lot easier, and we didn't understand why. You know, what's the difference? It's still considered being gay. Um, why is it that straight men thinks it's hot for two women to kiss in public, but when two men do it, it's a no-no. Um, and I honestly don't understand that either. But to each his own. Um, Another thing we talked about is should they just continue living their life on the DL? I said, well, be you, do what you do. You know, do your own man or woman, do as you please. You know, as long as you don't want that rejection, but still you need to live your life for you. You're not going to be able to change people's thoughts. And that brought on the next part of the whole Willie Lynch saga. In